Hi, everyone. Hi, welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Tried to get on a few minutes ago, and I don't know what's going on, but anyway, I'm here, guys. It is so hot today. Uh, Hope everybody is doing well. Thank you for being here today, and thank you. I normally don't do anything on a Saturday, but I am I have some time now, so I decided to come on and do a video. It's so important for people to get these messages and for them to understand what's going on. Um, what's happening is that it's so hot today. Just trying to drink a lot of water and stay cool and all of the above. So, guys, make sure you're drinking a lot of liquids, water, because we have a heat advisory here, and it's really hot today. Thank God I have AC. Hopefully, you guys are someplace under AC as well. So, what I was about to say something more. Oh, yes, I have to always make sure that I say this, guys. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a social worker or a therapist. I'm just somebody who's gone through a lot of trials and tribulations and challenges. And I talk about ways that I became an overcomer, how I overcame these things. So, perhaps something that you hear on this video today will help you with any of the things that you're going through. If it resonates with you, um, perhaps some of the things I talk about, you can apply it within your own situation. And hopefully it helps you the same as it has helped me. So, guys, with that being said, welcome and thank you for being here. Thank you, newcomers. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you for your comments. I'm really grateful to you all. With that being said, the topic of discussion today is when a narcissistic individual tries to bait you, don't grab the hook. When a narcissistic tries to bait you, do not grab the hook. Um, I've had my share with narcissistic individuals, guys. I think that was the first part of my chapter in life is just dealing with a bunch of narcissistic individuals, and they really know how to charm you. They know how to give you romance. They know how to do all of this stuff to just try to bait you in. But because I've gone through it so many times, I know what to look for. Um, One of the things that happened to me after I got on this journey to heal, and I started healing the pain, the hurts, and looking at things um, from a different perspective and not what I wanted it to be, I started to learn lessons. And it's important to learn lessons, guys. I talk about that all the time because if we keep riding that Ferris wheel and we're not learning lessons, like I said, the next time it comes around, it's going to be worse than ever. So, one of the things um, I've acquired is self discipline. Learning just self discipline and not making impulsive decisions. Sometimes we look at things, oh, yeah, that looks good and this looks good. And then we go purchase something and realize we shouldn't have purchased that at all. So I'm very into self discipline today. That's what came out of all of this trials and tribulations. And I also look at the details, the situation. This is why I don't get sucked in or hooked anymore because instead of looking at the situation, I'm busy looking at the details of it. Someone had contacted me, and at first I thought this was going to go, in a way that, okay, we're going to build up a friendship or whatever. And it wasn't that. This was somebody who was a narcissist because they did something so far left, guys, that I said, bingo, and I'm done with this. But this time, like I was talking to a friend about it, and she was like, I would have just, you know, cut off, block, and delete, and not said say anything. But this time, I made it clear why I was pulling back my energy, why I wasn't talking to them anymore, why I wasn't doing any of it, because I see what this is. And then I was able to disconnect. It's important for me, it's important for people to know why I'm disconnecting from them. I'm not going to say, hey, you're a narcissist, but I'm going to talk about the specific that you did that made me disconnect, which is something I'm learning to do now, through therapy. And as I talk to my therapist about these things, I'm not nasty about it or anything. I just say what I have to say and then I'm done with it. When you go through so much, and it's, wants to come back into your life, you see the signs of it. Look for the red flags. Never ignore the red flags. And it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be a business setting. You know, when you narcissistic people know how to charm others, they know how to um, reel you in, with their charm and their sophistication or whatever. But I've gone through it so many times that I know that this is not what I want. The games and gaslighting. One of the things that really is really sickening to me is the gaslighting. Um, it's like somebody punch you in the face, you fall down, and they say, "What are you talking about? I didn't hit you. You fell. You fell over a rock and fell down." Um, that's a form of gaslighting. I saw a movie like that not too long ago when I went to the movies, and I saw a movie, and this woman really, this he was narcissistic and very good looking guy. The woman got charmed into the situation with him. And shortly after they got married, he was arguing with her about something. They were in their home by the staircase, and he pushed her down the stairs. And when she fell down the stairs, she hit her head, passed out. When she woke up, she found herself on a couch, right? And she didn't remember for that moment what happened. He had the audacity to tell her that she fell down. What? You fell down? No, he pushed her down. That's a form of gaslighting. People gaslighting you and telling you this and that happened when it never happened at all. Be careful of situations like that. Head games and gaslighting, love bombing, telling you, things and making you believe that they are this and that. What looks good, people, is not always good for us. And that's another lesson I had to learn. Um, Playing head games, looking at what people are saying. If what they are telling you is it matching their actions, if the actions is not matching what they're telling you, then that's another red flag. Look for the signs so that you don't succumb to become their next victim. Just look for the signs of it. Yesterday I was on and I had a guest speaker on, and we talked about trauma. All these things I'm talking about now will bring trauma to your life, one way or the other. So just look at the details. Look at if the person's words are not matching their action. It's not matching their action. Know that something's wrong here. Take a closer look so that you don't get, hooked into something that is not for your highest good. And one of these things are like lessons. Learn these lessons quick, because so that you don't have to repeat them. Like I know these lessons so well because I repeated them so many times, probably like 1,000 times before I actually realized what this was. Because I always talk about situations, people, circumstances come into our lives for a reason, season, lifetime, or lesson. And for me, in many cases, it was lessons, unlearned lessons. Now, unlearned lessons will repeat itself in your life until you learn them over and over again. Different characters, but the same scenario. And each time it comes back, it's worse than ever. So learn those lessons quickly so that you don't have to fall into the traps of, whatever is going on a negative. Pay attention to the red flags. And when you see something that makes you uncomfortable, listen to your intuition, because your intuition would never lead you in the wrong direction. Listen to that, because your intuition may be saving your life. When something don't feel right and it's right in your gut and your intuition is saying this is not okay, listen to that, because when you do so, you could be saving your own life from a negative situation. And also set boundaries. Sometimes it's necessary to set boundaries with others when something doesn't feel right and you feel like that they are trying to control you, or etc. Set strong boundaries. um, Protect your peace at all costs. That's what the number one thing that's on my agenda today is: protecting my peace from toxic individuals and toxic situations and narcissistic people. One of the best things that I give to a narcissist is my 100, the medicine I give is my 100% silence. I don't communicate, I don't interact, I don't do any of that stuff. I just leave it where it is, because you're giving that, when you do that, you're taking back your power from, because when someone does all these things to you, and you feel less than zero, and they have the power over you, and then they take that power and they go on about their business doing whatever whenever. You can take your power back. Set boundaries. For me, I cut off, block, and delete. And then I move over here and go on with my life and embrace my life. Not just existing, but live your life to the fullest. Forgive that person and forgive yourself. Forgiveness is not for you to reconcile with them. Forgiveness is for you to move on so that you don't stay stuck and stagnated or in a place of bitterness, so that you can move on, and forgive yourself as well so that you can move on. Learn these lessons as quickly as you can. Excuse me, so that you can protect your peace and your mental health. Because remember, guys, your mental health is everything. Without your mental health, you can't take care of yourself or anybody else or anything around you. So protect your peace and mental health. And if something is causing you to be uncomfortable or create, things in your life that doesn't feel right, set boundaries, set strong boundaries, and reiterate those boundaries if people try to step over them. Respect is very important. And live your life, guys. Do not let these experiences, these negative experiences, affect you from living your life or to put you in a place of bitterness. Never allow that. Because as those doors close, and you stay in prayer with God, asking Him to help you, He will open up better doors, better situation, better people, people who really care about you and love you and want to see you succeed, and not those who want to see you broken down, busted, and disgusted. So surround yourself with the positive things in your life and a positive people who will be, at that door, the second door as you close this one over here. That's the message today, guys. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself, and I hope these messages are resonating with you. And I'll see you sometime tomorrow. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, so that you know when I'm here, because I can't give a specific time. And remember to always make time for yourself on a daily basis. This is Lisa, shedding love and light. Thank you all for being here. Share these messages, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye for now, guys.